Hello everybody. In this video we are going to learn about Easy Roads Pro asset which we will use in our game for creating roads, and in these 1-2 videos we will learn about Easy Roads in detail, and then we will start creating our environments. So let's start. Easy Roads Pro is a very nice asset, and we have two versions for Easy Roads. One is free, one is paid. We are using Pro version, and you can download this version from unitygamedeveloper.com website. I will share link in description. So let's create a terrain in our scene, and now we have a terrain, and for terrain in 2019 we have these options. If we select first, we can create neighbor trains. This option is very important. Second one, where we have these sub menus. If we select raise and lower train, we can raise or lower our train. If we select paint holes, we can paint the holes, paint texture, set height, smooth height, and stem train. So in this case we need paint texture, and we will add a texture layer on our train. So we have some textures here, so let's add this green texture. So now you can see that we have added this grass texture on our train. So now we can add Easy Roads network. So for adding Easy Road networks, we can click here. After importing Easy Roads, you will have this field here, 3D object, Easy Roads 3D, and then we can add new road network. So now you can see that we have this road network, and we have certain properties here, menus, and here we have some details. So first of all, we have this tab, the highlighted tab, which is add new road or object. So we have width of the road, we can increase or decrease the width, we can name our road, and we have material for the road. If we click here, we will find some other materials as well. Also, if we click here, we will move to our materials roads folder. We can create our new materials, and we can apply that materials on our road. So for creating road, we will click on add new object, and then we can start creating our road. If we press shift and click, we have this one node here. So by pressing shift and click, we can create our road. Okay, like this, and like this. So you can see that how simple it is to create a road like this, and we can select any node from the road, and we can manipulate that node as well. Okay, we can make it right, left. If we want to delete some node, for example this node we don't need, we can press shift R for remove. Okay, and if we want to add some node inside, for example here, we can place our marker there, and then we can press I to insert that a new marker. Okay, anywhere wherever we want a new marker, we can place our mouse cursor there, and we can press I. Okay, in this way we can create new nodes, and we can manipulate our road in nicer way. Okay, so how easy it is. Okay, when we press outside, the road is deselected now, and we can do other things as well. So this is a simple road, and if we want to make roads like for cities etc., we can add points as well, points as well. So for adding cross points, we can select the second options, and here you can see there are dynamic prefabs, default T crossing, default X crossing, and roundabout. So for example, if we select the default T crossing, these are pre-built prefabs, and we can add our custom prefab as well. Okay, so this these prefab lies here in resources folder, easy roads, resources, and dynamic prefab here. Okay, so if we want to create T crossing, we can click here and shift click. You can see we have placed this T crossing. Okay, if we want to place X crossing, we can select X crossing and shift click will place X crossing here. Okay, also you can see when we have created this, we have T crossing option. We can check this and it will be converted to T crossing. We can also enable the sidewalks. Okay, like this. For this we can do the same thing when we have created this road. So if we extend this, you can see we have this T crossing and default X crossing. Okay, so like this we can add other network as well, like roundabout 4 connections, and now you can see that we have this roundabout, and we can definitely extend this roundabout or this X crossing or T crossing by selecting like this, and then we can drag these nodes like this. Okay, we can connect nodes by matching like this, and then we can release the mouse. Okay, so like this we can match the roads as well, and this is not properly connected, we can make it properly connected as well. So like this we can extend the roads and like this. Okay, from any side. Okay, so that is the nicer version. So let's delete these objects. And let's create some new prefab. So for example, if we want to create a new custom prefab, we can click here in settings, and then we can move to crossing or connection prefabs, and then we can name the prefab. So for example, main road or any other name you can assign, and then we can select the prefab type, and then we will click on create. Now you can see that we have new prefab here, and now we can work on this new prefab, the main road. Okay, so here actually it should be appear a new prefab, and after some time it will be visible, I think. So anyhow, if we now it's appeared. So if we click here on main road, then we can press shift and click, and now our new prefab, the main road, is created. You can see here main road. Okay, so now we can create another main road here, for example, and we can manipulate this at any time. So for the options related to this roundabout crossover, we can select that main road, and here we will find lot of options. Okay, so first thing, we can move to general settings, and here we have this section, crossing layout, X shape, main road priority, on ramp, snap to main road, etc. We have this T crossing. If we enable this, you can see it is converted to T crossing, and we can also swap the turn. We can also rotate it by selecting the rotate tool, and we can rotate the T shape. Okay, we can disable the T shape as well. Also, we have include sidewalks enabled. We can disable this section as well. Okay, and these are certain settings, general settings. After this, we have connection settings. So connection settings, we have first option which is uniform connections. So in uniform connections, we can change the road material and connection material. We can change anytime. We can also manipulate UV tiling. Okay, like this. Now you can see tiling is quite bad. If we decrease the tiling, it's quite smooth. Okay, and the texture is quite good. So we can manipulate UV tiling. We can increase or decrease the connection width as well, like this. Okay, like this. So this is uniform connections. After that, we have uniform opposite connections. So if we select here, we can manipulate connection width, specific connection width. So for example, if we manipulate this, it will manipulate front and back connections like this. Okay, so you can see like this. And similarly, if we manipulate this connection, it will manipulate left and right connections like this. Okay, so after that, we have last selection, unique connections. So if we select this, we have multiple sections in which we can manipulate each connection. So if we manipulate this, you can see we can manipulate these two and these two separately. We can make it like this. Okay, now this section we have moved. If we move this connection, it will move left side, left connection. Okay, like this. If you move this connection, it will manipulate right connection like this. Okay, so these are some certain options you can check. And now we have this option, corner and sidewalks settings. So these are the corners, and we can manipulate these corners by these settings. Okay, also we have option of uniform corners. So if it is selected, if we make change to any of the corner, it will be applied to all corners. If we uncheck this, now we can only manipulate one section as well. Okay, left top corner is selected, then we can select this one, right top corner, like this. So for example, we select this and we can manipulate the radius. Now if we increase the radius, you will see that the radius is increased. Okay, and this radius is actually not increased, only this radius is increased. Okay, you can see the difference between this and these corners because we have not selected uniform corner. So if we select uniform corners, you can see that all connections radius become selected. Okay, so if we unselect uniform corners. Now we can manipulate only one corner as well. So like this we can create a new corner preset as well, and by name that setting here. For example, we need this corners, then we can name for example big radius, and then we can save as a new corner preset, and at any time we can apply this preset to any of our road. Okay, so after this we have sidewalks. So for sidewalks we have certain settings. For example, sidewalk width, we can increase or decrease the width. Okay, like this. So we can make it like this or like this. We have curb height. Curb height is actually the this height. So if we increase the height, you will see that height is increased. We can also decrease the height. Okay, so if we increase the height, for example, and then we can increase the curb width. So if we increase the curb width, you can see that this width of this wide section is increased. Okay, so like this. After that we have option of beveled curb. We can enable this, so it will be rounded edges, bevel edges. So we can also increase the bevel height like this. Okay, we can increase the bevel width as well. We have outer curb option as well. So if we want to curb this section, we can enable this, and now you can see that outer section is also curved. Now we have a material section, from where we can select the road this sidewalk material as well. Okay, so also we can click here and we will be moved to its folder. We can create new materials as well, and then we can place other materials as well. So for example, we add this material. Now you can see this material is applied to this footpath section, sidewalk section. So after doing everything, we can anytime we can name this sidewalk preset name and save it. For example, pink sidewalk, and we can save this preset. Now we can select this preset anytime. Okay, so now you can see that we have manipulated this sidewalk preset, but these presets are not according to this prefab, because we didn't applied checked uniform corners. Okay, so for example, if we select this node, now we can select pink preset. So you can see the some of the settings are applied to this sidewalk as well. So for applying these settings to all sidewalks, we can select uniform corners, and now everything is in place. Okay, so that are the some settings of sidewalks, etc., and certain properties of the roads. And now we can definitely at any time we can select the we can select these green nodes, and we can drag it outside to create our road structure. Okay, like this. Okay, so we can create bigger roads here, and also we can add points here as well. Okay, markers. So we can place our mouse cursor and we can press I, and we can press I. Okay, and then we can manipulate each section like this. Okay, so you can see that we can create a very nice road system with use of easy roads. And this is an I explained this example for learning to create roads for city environments. Okay, so we can create complex road system for our cities. So I think that's it for this video. This video becomes lengthy, so in next video we will move further and we will explore some other aspects of easy roads system.